you trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco?
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they were ringing it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On one, ready?
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and second down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. The Bengals had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Well, that's one way, and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. Stop.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Let's get set.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
up second.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third
And
down.
he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they try to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
2nd down and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trying to find Jameson Williams, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know you're prepared to play.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
T. Higgins. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Wide 80. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
This is Brown on the draw play. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here we go. Stop.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
76, 76.
Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, depending on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Clem Freeman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now gone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Bengals 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the line. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7.
Jack Fox to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 35.
An inside give, Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. That's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
White 80. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow He'll throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The final shot before break here. Goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's Goff. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Right, 80.
Up the middle, here's Pirine. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Side. Right, 80. What is?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1.
180.
Gibbs on the toss left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
180.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Go. 180.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Nice down. 180. What's up?
A shotgun snap for gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And now it's blocked. Well, the Bengals have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Bengal 1st down on a 16-yard pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen,
Here we go.
despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
180. It's hot.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air again, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Can.
Now Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On one, ready? Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On point, ready?
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Cam.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Room here to run. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
120.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. A chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. There's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he rifles one incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun, it gives to Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
17-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Lions,